Good morning. I know we are a bit behind, so let's get going. Welcome to the workshop. My name is Ray Kim. I come from Stanford University, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here on behalf of my co-organizer, on behalf of AMH, Dr. Introduccio. Thank you. So I just want to give you a little story. One of my friends who does basic science research, he said one day, Ray, I don't know about you, but I just want to be the best scientist that there is. And what he's implied is, you will never be a scientist, but I'm the best scientist that I'm going to be. So I was a little ticked, so I went to the source of all knowledge, which is Wikipedia. And science there says a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanations and predictions about the universe. So there's nothing about science that it needs to occur in a wet bench lab. And then on the other hand, some time ago, an academic hepatologist said, you're right, Ray, that we don't have a hypothesis in our database project. If nothing pans out, we will just do some epidemiology. And she meant by that epidemiology is sort of a retrospective garbage that you don't need to have hypotheses to get going. So I got also ticked about that, so I went back to the source of universal knowledge, and Wikipedia said, although epidemiology is sometimes viewed as a collection of statistical tools used to elucidate the association of exposures to health outcomes, a deeper understanding of this science is that of discovering causal relationships. So what you mean by epidemiology is a part of science, and it is all about causal relationships. So causality is what we are talking about today. Can we demonstrate cause A results in effect B? And in generic terms, you understand the cause and effect. In biomedical research, in what we're talking about, cause is an exposure to some sort of a risk factor, and that causes disease that we're trying to treat. So an example is hepatitis B is a cause, but that's not necessarily a disease. The disease that we're talking about is hepatocellular carcinoma or cirrhosis or something like that. So this is our second workshop. I don't know if some of you are back here. This was a year ago. We had a successful workshop. So I'm really energized that we will do this again today. And I thank you for being here. So a little bit housekeeping. As you may know, as you have probably done already, a very important part of this workshop is our interaction with faculty, and we do that by the posters. So across the hall, there is a poster room. So whenever there is a chance during the break, whenever you have a few minutes, go ahead and put them up, because we don't have a separate time set aside for poster installation. So you may ask, what are we doing today? What can you achieve in a day? I cannot make you an expert in research by going through this workshop for a day, but this is what my aspiration is. We'd like to give you basic concepts in research methodologies as a foundation for future learning in formal and informal settings. So we want to get you oriented today. And importantly, as we just discussed, we want to have hands-on feedback on your ongoing projects. So put up your posters and look forward to the poster discussion. And thirdly, and not least important, it is an opportunity for you to network with established investigators that are here, both internationally and domestically, as well as yourselves. So with that goal in mind, I'd like to get things started. The first speaker is my co-organizer and friend, Dr. Introduccio, coming from Mexico City, and he's going to talk about hot topics in hepatology in North America. Ignacio.